But that's awesome. Zayflin, hello, welcome. It is a mystery. Yeah, it is hafnium. It's human blood. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna put the thermometer over here on this side. Hafnium. Human blood for the Kerbals to experiment with. That way they can duplicate us later. Alright, I have 3 antennas. How much do we weigh? 5 tons. Sweet. Hi, Dev Appler. Welcome in, dude. You don't have to dive. I sink as is. Yep, I float like a rock, Bueller. Good to know someone else feels my blight. Maybe they play human space program. Maybe they do. On their TVs at the houses that don't exist. Jaff, I can float on my back. It's like I can get on my back and I can float, but I'm so scared to move because as soon as I move and try to right myself up, I start sinking. But I can float on my back. I can even swim on my back. I can push my arms and propel myself in a direction. So if I needed to survive, I would bake and I would probably, you know, rot to death, but I'd be able to float. I was jumping off high dives when I was 5. Yeah, no, I can't. Nope. Nope. You are much braver than I. I'd have an amazing tan. I'd look like, yeah, I would look like how I do now. I would look like one of those frogs that you see on the road where they like made it halfway through the road and stopped and like rotted away and they're like solid, they're like hard and they're in there. You're like, oh, poor frog, you didn't make it because the sun got to them. I have moved into a live-in hotel after an explosive fight with your parental. Aw, it sucks, Zayflin. Zayflin, hopefully I can be your entertainment for the evening. Thank you for being here. And, guys, show some love to Zayflin. Give her some love. Glomp her and stuff. Hug her, whatever you want to do. With consent. Unless she says no, then don't do it anymore. I think I need a fairing here. So we're rooted there. I'm gonna take this off and put a fairing. 1875125. Alright, there's the fairing. Put this back, and then I can build a fairing by going up and around. Zayflin, if you want to check the channel point rewards, there is an incentive there if you guys want me to play Minecraft today. If enough people want it to happen. It's like me running a stream long poll. If you guys want it to happen, just throw in some points. We get enough people, we do it. Alright, so there's the fairing. I'm gonna put it on 203 sides and clamshell. We're halfway there. Hell yeah, see? But only if you're interested, though. If you're not interested, obviously don't contribute. You need the little blocks in your life. This isn't real space, though. This is pretend space. Plus, we'll just dive off, you know, in 5 million meters, wimp. Sorry, I had to do that. You can beat me up later. It just felt right. Yeah, like I know Carlo has a point. I never learned how to swim as a kid. Like my nieces and nephews, they were in the pool at like 1 year old, being taught how to swim and stuff. We weren't. I didn't go to the pool when I was younger. Bye, Hades. Have fun studying and stuffs. I'll be here building a rocket. You love the pool? I mean, I love it now as an adult, but I never actually got to experience it as a kid. So I had no idea. So if I put this on it, where are we? Hellhound, you're on the list, my friend. 1,478. That's enough, right? That seems like enough. Then you had to swim, you didn't want to. Yeah, isn't that the best way to get a kid to stop doing something? Like here, now you have to do it every day. Well, I don't want to do it anymore. Good, now get the hell out of the pool. Carlo Berg, can you not do your own? Or do you not have time? You only got to do it once a week. Jaff, that's how kids are. That's how most kids are. You're still that way? All right, fair. All right, let's get out of the atmosphere. 20 kilometers. Oh, I got you, Carlo. You guys are locking back down? What's up, Zaflin? What did I do? Hit me with it. Dev Appler, thank you for your contribution, friend. Zaflin has the hot takes that I signed up for. Oh, it's gone now. Sweet. It's not gone. But good luck. Good luck, my friend. Oh. I mean, aren't we all kids in the NZ? We all do something that's childish in some way. That's how we quote unquote stay young. $16.70 at 1.26. You know what? I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, so that's the second stage. That's the last stage. These are the antennas. I told Toys R Us I'd be a kid forever. I don't want to grow up, 'cause I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. You can enter the bus through the front doors now. COVID is gone, so we can open the front doors. All right, well, you know what? Good for them. I think, so Carlo, I think at some point there's gotta be a mentality shift to kind of coerce people back out into the open world, you know? If you keep saying it's there, it's there, it's there, everybody's gonna be like, nope, we're staying inside, we're never gonna move. So I think it's good to have that mindset, but people still gotta be on their toes, you know? You can't just be that gullible and be like, well, he said it's all good, let's all get out of here. But you want to be you want to be cautiously optimistic. 2052 at 1.92. Das Hibbit, people said that about the bird flu too, and it didn't last very long. So we'll see, man. If enough people get on board and do something about it, it could be eradicated. It just takes time. What's up, Goosebelly? How are you, bud? Welcome in. Okay. That's our rocket stack. We got enough Delta V to get out into space. I'm gonna put some fins down here at the bottom. That way we look fancy, guys. I want to look fancy. Oh, I know, Dust Hibbit. There was Rule 1 stuff involved back in the bird flu stuff too, man. I know. And it might not, but here's hoping at least, right? Just stay vigilant. Playing some RimWorld, awesome. We're playing RimWorld on Thursday, Goosebelly. We play RimWorld Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. I can change the color of some parts. There's 2 colors here. There's black and white and there's orange. But some parts can't be changed. Like this one has 3 variants. But it's not like I can like customize where the color goes and everything else. It's just a skin. ST, I'm aware of that. You're not seeing anything that no one doesn't already know. But if you can orange, you always orange. Orange is my favorite color. That's true. Let's throw element in there. All right, we're throwing some comsats out for some comsat missions. So good luck to us. Let's go. Yeah, Carlo, I agree with you. But I think what it is they just have to start shifting mentalities to get people back outside again. Otherwise, everybody's just going to stay indoors for the rest of their lives. 3, 2, 1. This is an interesting looking rocket. We had to put a pilot on it. If it wasn't for the pilot, this whole part right here would be missing. It would just be this into here, into that. But we must do what our mission tells us to do. Das Hibbert, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. Carlo, there's a lot of states in the U.S. that didn't either, dude. But we also have a much higher density population, or population density. So we had more people get sick. I mean, if there's yeah, Das Hibbert, yeah, I've heard about that, but someone told me that, but I don't know if it's numbers total or percentage of population total. Carlo Berg, probably. Bye, Half-Nim. If you don't make it back, have a great and wonderful night, and I'll see you soon. And Das Hibbert, I do think that has to have an asterisk on it. The number might be close to that, but I don't think that's the real number. And here's why. Because if you had it, and then you got into a car crash, the hospitals claimed it as you dying from COVID complications because they were getting incentives from the government to do that. Because of the extra task force that they needed to take care of the disease. So, while I don't doubt that that number is probably very high, I don't think that statistic is 100%. If an old person died from a broken hip because they tripped and fell, but they had COVID, they told them that they died from complications of COVID. So even though they still had it and they still died, it was still classified as that, and it shouldn't be counted as a statistic, but it was because of the incentives that the hospitals were given. I'm not trying to minoritize it. I'm just saying I don't think that number... Oh, Das Hibbert, it's confirmed all over the place. I'm not going to pull it up right now because I'm streaming, but it's confirmed all over the place. Back when the government first started giving out incentives. But I'll pull it up for you after the stream for sure. Hi, Super Cat. How are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Goosebelly, I mean, wouldn't the global rate for people actually using public toilets be down 20% also? Wouldn't that be the people who wouldn't go out in the first place, so they're staying home? So we're just left with all the dirty people now that have no regard for anyone else? Well, yeah, no. I understand. And if you don't want to, like I say, I'll give you stuff afterwards. But yeah, go look that up. Because that's why in the summertime of 2000, that's why the numbers spiked astronomically last year, Dosibit. Because everybody wanted that government cheese, man. And there's a lot of documentation about it. And they're obviously still doing it today, but a lot of that money has ended now. A lot of the cutoff was in September. So a lot of numbers are going to start getting normalized now. So I would be curious to see what the data was from like September now until September next year. I bet you the numbers will be more normalized. Yeah, Goosebelly, it probably does. Just like, so Dosibit, if you're still in chat, are you still here in chat? Hi, Camaro Shell, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in, it's good to see you. All right, we have a lot of Delta V. We can go a lot of places. But I think I might just try to return that first stage. Goosebelly, that's been a thing for a long time, dude. There are whole states of people who can't read at a 3rd grade level. You're still here? You know how if you look at statistics, you'll see that over the last 40 years, the odds of your baby having autism nowadays is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It used to be like 1 in 200, then it was 1 in 150. Then it was like 1 in 90. Now it's like 1 in every 60. And people are blaming it on the fact that autism is more widespread, but it's because the spectrum is getting wider. More people are being diagnosed with it because of different other reasons. So it's a large enveloping thing now. That's why the odds of a baby having it is so low, because it's such a wide coverage now. It has nothing to do with anything changing besides medicine getting better at finding things like that. But there's a large group of people who believe that the world is getting naturally more people like that due to some effect. What's up, Raffinil? How are you, buddy? What can I do for you, my friend? Raziel, it depends on where your source is for that. We're getting more people with autism, okay? By percentage-wise or number of people? Because obviously the population's growing, so you're going to have more numbers. But also the spectrum is a lot wider, Raffinil. It used to be people with autism were only people that had Down syndrome. And that was back before a time where people were considered Down syndrome and not another word that I can't say on Twitch anymore. So because that is getting broader, more people have it now. Goosebelly, that's probably a good thing. The classification for autism has gotten more complex and larger. That's fine, Raffinil, but is it an increase in percentage based of population, or is it just an increase in numbers? Because our population's always going to go higher. It's a percentage? Okay. Your source is the AHA. That's the American Health Administration. Yeah, no, ST, 100%. Raffinell, the percentages could be going up too, though, because we're widening the spectrum. Like, I've never been properly diagnosed before, but I could have some form of it and get diagnosed, and therefore now I'm one of the number. But I mean, like, 30 years ago, I wouldn't have been diagnosed with it because it wouldn't have been on that chart that they use now. The American Hospital Association. I've never heard of that before in my life, Raziel. But hey, that works. Let's get our ship out here. We need a 911 Delta V, which means we can drop this right here off. That'll be cool. Oh, I know, Fed Up. There were kids in my school for years using the whole ADHD excuse. That way they can have excuse to like use medications and stuff that they didn't need. I agree with you on that. What is going on over here? Okay, let's go. Yeah, like when I was a kid, people treated autism like it was like a disease that you could get from other people. They had to stay away from them, and they had to be separated from everyone else. And it was weird. But like now, they're just regular people. A lot of them are because it's gotten so broad. I would wager right now. Let me see how many people I have in my chat right now. I have 50. I'd wager 10 of you right now have some form of autism that's been properly diagnosed. You don't have to come out of work, but if you want to, that's fine. But I would wager 10 of you. And I'd put money on it. I'd probably be very close, if not right on. Yeah, Super Cat. And that used to not be a thing. We never I feel like the term Asperger's is fairly new in medical. But I could be wrong on that. Or maybe it wasn't part of like the autism spectrum until recently. I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of it getting roped in. And I know that's probably not something people want to admit to having, so I'm sorry for wording it the way I did. It's from 1944. That's fairly new in medical technology, STX. But there probably wasn't very many ways to properly diagnose it back then. A doc described it in 1944. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot, and it keeps growing. By the time I'm 100 years old, there could be 1 in every 2 babies is going to be autistic, and you know, it's just how broad are you going to make it before it becomes almost, you know, unclassifiable? You get to a point where you're just like, yeah, you might be. Good luck. Here's some medication. I feel really, really bad. 1,530. Let's go out this way. Oh, no, I don't want to go that crazy. Well, it's only 200 Delta V. That's too crazy, because we're away from the mun now. Yeah, Goosebelly. It's really recent. And see, that was when I was in the 4th grade. So a lot of my friends never actually went and got like properly diagnosed for it, even though they may have had it. And then beyond that, there's different varying degrees of it. What's up? What did I do? No, I'm hit 94. Goosebelly. I just saw the 9 and the 4 and didn't see the other 9. But yes, I'm 86 years old. You found me out. Jaff, enjoy your lurk. I'll see you soon. We're not hitting the mun right now. But I want those other 2 antennas to hit the mun. So I think I want to take them off. Need noms? Then get you some noms. Don't let me be the one to stop you from doing that. Might get an arm eaten off or something. Yeah, let's go out here. That's fine. Add a maneuver. Burn out. Hot dog time. Bye, Super Cat. Enjoy your hot dogs. I made egg salad today, and it was really, really good. And I have enough for tomorrow, and I have enough for Thursday. I used up the last bit of eggs I had in my refrigerator. They were going to go bad in a couple of days, and I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and boil them up. So I boiled them. Well, Raphael, I didn't know it was an increase in percentage. I thought it was just the numbers going up. But I mean, if you're gonna make the why does it not account for the percentage? Oh, I know Carlo Berg. I'm aware. You're welcome, Zaflin. Go for it. Egg salad sounds pretty good. Oh yeah. Raphael, how would that not count? If I picked 100 people out of an audience in random and said that raise your hand if you're under the age of 30 and then increase that to 40 and more people raise their hand,